Hi, I'm Chef Tom. I'm a professional chef. I've trained all over the world. I've learned all kinds of culinary secrets, and now I'm going to teach them to you. Welcome to Culinary Secrets, Chef Tom. Today I'm making a stuffed meat pizza. And if you're a meat lover, this is pizza for you. This pizza weighs in almost 10 full pounds. Each slice weighs a little over a pound, so let's get started. Now we're making this pizza dough. This is a little bit different than the shrimp scampi pizza dough. This dough can actually be ready within like a half hour, so if you're at home kind of on a budget, you can actually beat the pizza man. This pizza will be up and ready within 30 minutes, all ready to go. So let's get started. So we have our bread flour, salt, sugar. I'm using honey for this application. Instant yeast. The reason I'm using instant yeast seems to be very much more forgiving than regular yeast. You don't have to proof it. You just put it in, throw it in, off it goes. And oil. This is easy dough. All you have to do is throw all the ingredients in together and off it goes. It takes about 4 or 5 minutes to mix. The dough's about done now. The way you can tell is when it moves around, it's not sticking to the side of the bowl and it's tacky and not sticky. So let's take it out and just double check this. So what I want to do with this dough is I want to knead it just a little bit to see where it's at. And just like the other dough, this should be tacky but not sticky. And a little trick for you guys, I talked about how you get this pizza up and ready in about 30 minutes. If you want to have it ready in 30 minutes, one thing you want to do is you want to use water about 100 degrees. If your water's too cold, it'll take a little bit longer to rise. It'll still rise, but you'll know it's ready when it's double in size. Also, if you want to use it right away, what you can do is freeze this. So what you want to do is put it in, wrap it, put a little flour in it, put it in a Ziploc bag, put it in the freezer, and that'll last for probably about 6 months. But when you want to use it, what you really have to do is put it in the refrigerator and let it come back to life. If you put it on the countertop, what's going to happen is the outside's overproof, the inside's underproof, it'll be a disaster. So let's start messing with this a little bit. All right, so again, it's perfect. What I want to do is divide this into two balls and knead this up a little bit. Form one. Pretty much all you're going to do is form a ball. You can go up in the air like this. You can go on the table, just spin around like this. And all you know, as long as you get it fairly round, you'll be all set. So I want to do this now. Is I want to take this, put it on my sheet pan. I want to put a little bit of oil on top of it. What the oil does, it kind of helps from drying out. And then put your shrimp up on top of it. I kind of wrap it kind of tight. Let it sit till it doubles in size, probably around 15-20 minutes, maybe half hour, and we'll pick it up from there. So the dough is doubled in size now, and it's actually ready to go. So what we want to do is take this guy up, and we want to get this dough ready for action. So I'm going to put a little bit of flour down on the table and start pressing this out. What you want to do is press as much air out as guys you possibly can. And what you want to do, you want to push with this part of your fingers right here. I see a lot of people trying to push down this part of the finger, and that kind of just puts holes in the dough. So when I'm pushing down here, this is the part I'm actually using. This side's done. Flip it over, get the other side. You want to get as flat as you possibly can. Don't go over the edges. So you want a nice little crust on the side there. So the way we're gonna do now is we're gonna stretch this dough. Now, all kinds of ways to do this. When I was 16, I used to compete at national for pizza making, spin up in there one at a time, two at a time, behind the back, all that stuff. You're not gonna be able to do that. So let's kind of figure out a way you guys can work with this dough. And what I found from training probably hundreds if not thousands of pizza makers, what you want to do is take your fingers on its edge of the dough and kind of, your knuckles you say, and kind of stretch it like this. And the reason why I'm doing edge, if you go in the middle too much, it makes it way too thin and that'll make for a bad pizza. So again, I'm just taking it, stretching a little bit, taking the edge, stretching it, take it, stretching it. Again, until I get the proper size. You'll get the hang of this. It'll take a little while, but it's kind of fun, kind of relaxing, kind of big. Okay, so that's pretty good. So what we want to do to make this pizza compared to the other pizzas, we want to do this on a pan, whether it's a sheet pan, sometimes you have a circle, that works really well. We definitely want to cook this pizza on a pan. This pizza needs to be cooked 2 times. Like I said before, this pizza could weigh in at about 10 pounds by the time it's done. So, cooking on the peel, 2 times right in the stone tends to burn it. So let's get this guy up. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, so when we're putting this guy together, we want to start with the pepperoni. Pepperoni, whenever you use any kind of pizza, flat items always go down first. Now on this bottom layer, it's not gonna matter too much because it'll be covered by another dough. But if you're actually gonna put another layer, or if you put meatball down first, and what happens is, like, the pepperoni get edged up on the meatball and the air gets underneath it, tends to burn. We don't want that to happen, so but down here it's gonna be okay. So let's pepperoni this guy up. That's pretty good for the bottom. Now what I want to do is we want to put a little bit of sausage down. And when I say a little bit, of course I mean a little bit. How's that? That's not enough yet. Let's fill this guy up. Again, this is a meat lover's pizza. You want to put more pepperoni down? Put more pepperoni down. Some people want to put linguiça sausage in here. Any kind of sausage you want will work. You want to put different kinds of meatballs in there. Knock yourself out, won't hurt my feelings at all. Yeah, meatballs now. So just a little bit of meat on the first layer. Again, this is just the first layer on this pizza, so I think that's enough. But now we got to put a little bit of cheese on top too. Cheese kind of holds it in place when you go to bite it. It doesn't slip all over the place on you. All right, that's good for first layer. Let's get the second layer going. So same thing again. Pushing the dough down. This pizza here is a classic New England pizza. This is actually a pizza that's very well known in Connecticut. Stuffed meat pizza. Connecticut's really world known for pizza making, which a lot of people don't know, but this is a very classic pie there, along with a shrimp scampi pizza and along with a white clam pizza. So when I start doing this, I'm going to show you a little more advanced technique. Can't throw up too high, catch the hood. But so this is how you do it when you really get good at making the pizzas. So what you want to do with this now, I got to make it big enough to cover that guy. So I'm going to stretch this out just a little bit more. Make sure I get the sausage and a little bit back from the edge. And now I'm going to drop this guy down. Not bad, huh? So what we want to do now is we want to kind of crimp the edges, and this is a kind of an interesting technique. What you want to do is turn and squeeze. Turn and squeeze, turn and squeeze, turn and squeeze. So you kind of have like a rope thing going on the edge. If you can't do it, it's okay. Don't worry about it. The pizza still gonna taste good. So twist, pinch, and you're really pushing down with your thumb. The thumb is actually making these little marks in it. You get to the corner, it might be a little bit tough here, but it's okay. keep pushing on with it. So now we have the first layer of pizza. I want to put a little hole in the middle, let some of the steam out. I want to cook this in a 400-degree oven for about 15 minutes. What you're looking for is you want to cook the whole pizza, you just want to kind of golden brown. So we're going to take this, chuck it in the oven. Okay, so now the pizza's about halfway done. You see it's being turned light golden brown. That's perfect what we want. Let's talk about this for a little bit. You know, if you did decide to do this for a Super Bowl party or for a big party, you could probably do like 3 or 4 of these up to this point and put them on a sheet pan and let it sit for like a day. It won't cause any problems. Once you're ready to go, let's finish the guy off. Remember, there's no sauce on the bottom layer. If you put sauce on the bottom layer, it'll sog out. So top layer, put some sauce. A lot of times when this is served, people actually put a side of sauce with it also. So here's our second layer. Nice sauce. And I'm just using a pretty much straight tomato sauce. You know, whatever you want to use at home, feel free to do it. Light layer of cheese. You know, on this layer, you just want to make sure the cheese kind of holds things in place. Pretty big pizza though, huh? Pepperoni. Just start putting these guys down. If you like pepperoni, you want to do double pepperoni, triple pepperoni, go for it. You're eating it. It's pretty good. Remember, this is your pizza. You can do anything you want with it. I've done a lot of pizza like these. I put like ricotta cheese, Parmesan cheese, mozzarella cheese in the middle, and put some like chicken and broccoli. That came out really nice too. So when you sell the pizza, it just doesn't have to be meat pizza. You can do any combination. So now I got to put a little more sausage on there. I know it's a lot now, but wait. This is another reason why I got to cook it twice. This sausage here has been cooked, cubed, make it nice and easy. You would never want to use raw sausage with this. That'd kind of be a bad day. I don't think it cook all the way through. I'm gonna finish up this guy with meatballs. Hungry yet? Look at that. Of course, gotta put a little more cheese on there since we're watching our calories on this pizza. All right, what do you think? Ready to go? Add a little more. Let's put this back in the oven. Okay, so my pizza's done. Nice golden brown, cheese a little bit golden brown. Let's weigh this guy out. I already Z'd the scale out, so let's see what this guy looks like. Where are we at? So 11.5 pounds, almost 12 pounds for this pizza. Not bad, huh? When I first started doing this pizza, we had a deal that if you could eat 1 piece of this pizza and drink a 32-ounce Coke, you have it for free. Right now, it seems that people do it more. I probably have to do 2 slices, but I think 1 slice average person will knock you out. Let's cut this up. So, oh my gosh. Okay. So what do you think? Let's cut this guy open. I'll cut you a slice. You know, normally I cut this into 8 slices, so I'm going to cut this just like that for today. So let me know. Send me an email. Let me know if you're thinking of take the Chef Tom challenge and eat this whole piece. Oh, let me get this. These little guys that fell off there. So that's 1 piece of stuffed meat pizza. Thinking to do it? Let me know.